can,
There we go.
yeah, cool. And then go back to the waiting room. However, oh, okay, we're good. Okay. Anyway, so hi, my name is Carrie once again, here in Las Vegas. And back in September 2017, somebody took a chance on me for me and said, hey, I think you should really try this. And I didn't realize what I was saying no to for a bunch of months. And so somebody that I knew said that I really think you should try it. If you let it, it'll change your life. And so I said, what do I have to lose when I have changing my life to gain? And I trusted her enough. So I mixed it up. We drank it. Within 30 minutes, I felt like a Christmas tree had turned on. All the lights on the Christmas tree had turned on inside my head. And we were able to, I started cleaning my kitchen. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is this? And my friend, she says, oh, you're in ketosis. I'm like, I have no idea what that means. I've had plenty of osises spoken over me throughout my life, and I never had a good osis. I mean, there's been plenty of osis or ISIS or whatevers, and none of them have been good for me. And so finally this one, actually, I've never thought of it that way before, but here we go, first to know. And so that was my first day ever having it. And so I drank it every day for a couple of days while she was still in town. Then I started with a 10-day challenge, or a 10-day experience pack. And from that pack, not only have I been able to release over 70 pounds of fat and shop in regular people's stores, my mood is better. I sleep like a teenager. I don't like saying sleep like a baby, because babies don't sleep. I don't want to wake up every 2 hours and poop and eat.
True.
Like, I want to sleep for 14 hours straight and and let that be my life. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. I've been drinking this now for, it'll be 5 years in September, and the bottle has changed, the flavors have changed, but the formula stays the same, which I love the most. So if you have a ketone story, before I pass this over to Amber to get us started on this call, but drop it in the chat too. If you've experienced a better mood, better sleep, energy, focus, fat loss, muscle preservation, clear skin, or any other benefits from ketosis, from drinking ketones, drop in the chat while I bring on Miss Amber Horn here in my beautiful town.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Yes, I am in Vegas. I am from Oregon, but my goodness, I got off the plane and it is 117 degrees here. In Oregon, I melt at 90. So you can imagine how I'm doing here today. Not that great. So thank goodness for air conditioning. It is wonderful. Speaking of teenagers, I do have two, and that's why I'm in Vegas. The boys are playing in a basketball tournament this weekend. So we've been kind of traveling the last 3 weeks. I've been drinking ketones now for about, almost 2 years. And I kind of came into the ketone conversation really for energy. I came across them on TikTok of all places. Someone had been drinking them because they were addicted to that white Monster Ultra, and they had replaced them with ketones. And ketones are good, healthy. Well, ketosis is a good, healthy energy source. You have good energy that's not like that high spikes and crashes you get with caffeine or with energy drink. And I was addicted to energy drinks at the time. I was chasing energy. I had no energy, and I was in a really bad spot. And when I saw that, I was like, I think I want to try this. I'm tired of these energy drinks. My husband was tired of paying for those energy drinks. And we were really concerned about my health, because we know that those Red Bulls and those Monsters and all those things are not good for you. So I ordered like a 5-day trial pack, and not only did it resolve my energy crisis, I ended up losing quite a bit of fat, 100 pounds total. But at that point, I was right in the middle of my weight loss journey. So I lost another 55 pounds, and I gained a ton of wonderful blessings. I gained this community of people here with Prove It, and I've been able to help a lot of people. I've been able to share this product with some pretty amazing people that have changed my life. I've gained a ton of energy, and also my mood has improved, and it's just improved my ability to be a parent, to be more involved with my kids. And I'm just so thankful that I tried those 5 packets, because they've really improved my life. And I'm so thankful to be a part of what this is, and thankful for Carrie too, because he's a bright light, and he's an amazing example to me. So let's talk about what these are though, because They're not like a magical powder. There's science behind it.
Science.
Yeah. So this is our beta hydroxybutyrate, and it's BHB salts, and your body actually produces this stuff. Your liver does. When you fast or when you do a keto diet, your liver starts making our beta hydroxybutyrate. And when it hits your bloodstream, your brain literally uptakes 30% more oxygen. You go into this metabolic fat burning state called ketosis. And then these awesome benefits start happening. You get more energy. You sleep better. Your mood improves. Your appetite goes away. You preserve muscle. All these really cool things start happening to your body when you're in a state of ketosis. Well, now you can just drink our beta hydroxybutyrate. It was literally formulated by the Department of Defense for the Navy SEALs about 12 years ago.
Yeah, 12, 15, somewhere in there.
Okay. And they were looking for a way to put the Navy SEALs into ketosis without the keto diet. They were trying to formulate something because they needed to oxygenate their brain cells more, because they were having problems when they would get to a certain sea level. They wanted something like that would put them in an anti-seizure state. So that's where this stuff came from. There's some pretty cool studies about it. We've got some, if you want more information about that, ask whoever invited you to this call and they can send you the studies. It's awesome. So yeah, that's where it was originally formulated. And about 7 years ago, it came onto the marketplace for the consumer to drink, and the rest is history. So it's pretty awesome. And then we've got some people on the call here that are going to share their stories as well, not just Carrie and I. I think our first share, actually, I'm going to turn the call back over to you if you want to talk about some more of the products.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. And then Miss Lori, you have someone lined up with us, right? To go with us? Okay, cool. So we not only do we get to drink ketones, and this is, if you're brand new here, actually, real quick, if you've been here before, awesome. If this is your first time ever hearing about ketones, ketosis, or any of this information, just drop a 1 in the chat, like in the chat box down there, type the number 1, or like what we do in our little group, we say WAN, W-A-N, because I don't know why. It's just something I started doing, and now it's catching on, and I'm obsessed with it. So if you've never heard this before, just type the word new, or just let us know, so that way we know that we're talking to you. And but we're going to assume that you're here anyway. But these are great. Like Amber was saying, this is the cornerstone of our experiences, and these keep you in that ketosis state, which you can go on the Google and type in what happens when I'm in ketosis. You can go on the Google and type in ketosis and whatever it is that you are experiencing, whatever your ositis, big, like our friend Natalie calls it, big toeitis. That's great, but we know that our mood, our energy, our sleep and focus are just drastically improved when we're in ketosis. And we have amazing support products as well. So this guy right here, this is our Keto Pro. If you have a favorite flavor of Keto Pro, drop it in the chat. This is the key lime pie. And I love mixing this one up and drinking it, especially at nighttime, because it just has that dessert flavor. Serving of protein, a serving of ketones, and also MCT powder. You'll see MCT all over the place. The regular world has learned about MCT, and it is a cornerstone of how we support our body while we're in our ketogenesis or ketosis state. Because that MCT powder, in this case, but it's a medium chain triglyceride. It's a fat. Our brain loves it. Our brain breaks it down, uses it for fuel, and it's just fantastic. I think my parents are on here. They're baby boomers. They're a little over 140 years old, and they drink MCT servings. Eva's face. They drink MCT something every single day, because it's important for me. It's for them to be preserved, for them to keep their marbles about them. I don't know about you, but I've experienced a variety of humans that have kind of lost a few marbles along the way, and then definitely no marbles left, by a certain point. And I don't want that for my mom and dad. If there's a way that we can be preventative in their health, in their stories, we're going to do that. So this one, the keto cream, which is amazing too, comes in great flavors. You can mix all of these into a smoothie. You can mix all of them into a coffee. You can mix all of them into something, and it's phenomenal. And one other one I want to touch on is these little sticks right here. This one, just imagine it's green, okay? This one's actually green. You're just colorblind. And because I was raiding this cabinet that I left open this entire time behind us, and I didn't find a lime one. But this is our Mitoplex, and these are often simplified in what we just call them a complex electrolyte. And it is that, right? There's a dose of potassium, a dose of magnesium to complement the sodium content of ketones, which are all meant to help our bodies be hydrated. Like that sodium is a necessary thing. The potassium and magnesium are necessary things while you're in that ketosis state, because your body will want to burn fat, but it needs, think of it as like a fuel injection fluid for your car, right? It's not gas. It's not going to make the car go, but it's going to help you keep your gears clean longer and help you run more efficiently. And so these electrolytes are beyond important for that to happen along that. And it has a dose of creatine in there, which if you know anything about muscle preservation, creatine's a cornerstone for that. And also the mito PQ2, that's it. And that's just some fancy letters thrown together, but basically it's mitochondrial fuel, almost said fluid because I had fuel injector fluid on my mind, but it's fuel for the base power source of your cells. And if we can power up from the bottom, we can power up the bodies from the bottom all the way to our top, then why wouldn't you? And so that's what we get to do with this. So drinking ketones, again, cornerstone. You want to optimize your feeling, your results, because maybe you're one of those 3 out of 4 Americans that are dehydrated. Definitely add these in there. Increasing your activity, and you need something to help you get that dose of protein in there. You can add this in. It doesn't matter. We have a host of products that are available for you to optimize your experience, and the person that has you here will help you do that. So Miss Lori is, I think her name's Deb. Is Deb here? Or Miss Lori, are you going? Cool. I don't see her on the list.
She's under Zoom user tonight because we can't figure out. She's so brand new. She's new to Zooming. And so we have to get her name figured out. But her name is Miss Deb. Yes.
Hi, guys.
There she is. Hi, Deb. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and and just a little bit about like what's been your journey with adding ketones and whatever support products that you're using. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Carrie. Nice to meet you. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right. Yes. Cool.
Yes.
So I'm Deb. I'm Deb Loud. I'm from the Boston area. I'm not far from Miss Lori. I'm living in Abington, Mass. And I'm going to be 50 in December. And fun fact, I'm a grandma to 6 beautiful babies, and they age from 1 to 6. And they actually call me Yaya. So, but yeah, I started ketones about 6 weeks ago, and I've been watching Lori for the past 1.5 years. And, at first I was like talking myself out of like, oh, please, that can't be that good, but I was sitting on the sidelines the whole time. And then all of a sudden, one day I was tired of being tired, and I was watching her, and she looked awesome, and you could feel her energy. And I made a quick call. I was on a long drive home from Connecticut, and I said, hey, I want what you have. So fast forward 6 weeks later, I went from being before ketones. I was same story you hear a lot, but it's when you're in it, you think like, oh my God, am I the only one that feels this yucky? And just stuck to my couch, and I was tired, and I was grouchy, which isn't like me, and I was running out of energy, and I felt like I had this, like, I'm generally a happy person, but I was like putting on this smile, but then you get home and I'm just like, oh God, I'm so glad to be home and just sit on my couch, take a nap. And then I was one of the lucky ones. I think it was like my second ketone, and I was just like, pew, pew, pew. Like, I was so like, oh my gosh, like, like I'm back. Like, I felt like I was like, I gained 15 years, literally 15, 20 years. I feel better. So over the 6 weeks, like, I have more energy. I'm more focused. I'm sleeping through the night for the first time in 2 years. I'm not napping anymore because I don't have time. I'm busy doing stuff. Like, I'm more, creative, and I'm more active. I've lost 14 pounds. So I'm so excited about that, because like that, and that's just the beginning of my journey. Like, this isn't like any type of fad. this is my lifestyle now, and I'm loving it. Like, I love it, and I can't wait to share it with I got goosebumps. I literally have goosebumps. So like, I want to share it with everyone I love, and I love Lori. We work great together. Like, we've been friends since before, I think, junior high. Like, we've been friends forever. And now this is just even a bigger common bond that we have. So I don't know if I went over the 2 minutes. My last name is Loud, so I'm never quiet, literally.
Awesome. I've got goosebumps now. Sorry, I've got goosebumps.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's so amazing. Isn't it so cool though? It's like, there's someone that you knew you, liked you, and trusted you enough, or you trusted enough to be able to say, hey, I think that I want to give this a go. I honor and respect you enough to give this a chance. And because I want what you have. And Amber experienced that from a TikTok video. I experienced that in person. And then you experienced that, Deb, from seeing a friend talk about it on social media consistently. Yeah. And so I bring all of those things up to say there's no right or wrong way to be inspired. There's no right or wrong way to really to get started. And it doesn't matter if it's, it doesn't matter how it's mediated. So Deb, thank you so much. And Lori, good on you for being consistent and sharing, but we're going to go ahead and roll forward to thank you and roll forward into like, well, how do you get started? Did we find that challenge, Kate?
No.
Okay. Well, just kidding. And there's three types of people on here, right? There's three types of people on here. First and foremost, if you're brand new to this community or this Zoom, this information, and you say, you know what, this isn't necessarily for me, then cool. Thank you so much for your time. We're really glad that you're here. We're really thankful, and make sure to thank your friend for inviting you. But just because the information is not for you doesn't mean it's not for someone that like, and trust as well. So, for me, it was my mom and dad, or like my friend Steve on here. Like, if I didn't say yes, when would have they said what? Would they have had an opportunity to say yes as well? Like, if I didn't say yes, would Rebecca have been able to say yes? Who then Emily said yes. And so don't hide this light under a bushel. Don't hide this information from your friends and family. Like, if you know someone that has needs, better mood, sleep, energy, focus, fat loss, muscle preservation, clear skin, share that person with the person that invited you here. So, but again, thank you for being here. The second type of person is, I really want to drink this so I can see how I feel. When Deb was talking about on her second post or second drink, my brain was pew, pew, pew. That was me on my first. But then there's also my mom that took her 3 weeks to really notice something. So there's those of us that are called first dose experiences. And then there's plenty of folks that, hey, give it 90 days, see how it transforms your life. Give it a chance to work, because it can, because it will. The science is there. The anecdotes or stories prove to me, make evident that the science is relevant. And so give that a go. But message the person that invited you here, said, hey, I really want a 10-day experience pack. Hey, I heard about that 10-day challenge, which is one of the easiest ways to get started. You get a variety of flavors, and you can make sure you get your Mitoplex too. It's at the best savings possible for you to get started. And there's multiple boxes. There's different things. It's kind of set up in a good, better, best formulation. But message that person that's here. And then the third type of person that's on the Zoom is, you know what, I really want to drink this, and I really want to get it for free. And if you don't know Amber's social media fame, is that the right word? Social media notoriety, we'll call it, it's a lot of it around how her husband, who's here, is just like just a significant tightwad. And so earlier in her stories, like, he didn't like her spending money on energy drinks, but drinking ketones isn't a problem, because if she just shared it a couple times a month, and a couple other friends or people on the internet are just like, hey, I think I want to try that, then hers are free. So it makes sense in my head, for John's head, to say, oh yeah, drink ketones, because now you can drink it for nothing.
Right.
And that way we cannot spend that money. And then there's also the really cool rewards plan too. So regardless if you are a type 1 or a type 2 or a type 3 person, we just want to say thank you so much for being here. But if you are type 3 and you want to earn free product, or even a little bit about the rewards that we have situated here, stick around, because we're going to roll right into that right now. And Miss Amber, are you starting that part off too?
Sure,
Or?
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, like Carrie said, first of all, I had an amazing experience on the product, and I was not like a day one light up person like Carrie was. It took me a little bit to really feel the benefits and all the benefits of being in ketosis. It was about 3 weeks in before I really felt that appetite control and those cravings for sugars and carbs to go away. I remember sitting at a friend's house, and it was a birthday party, and she asked me if I wanted some chocolate cake and vanilla ice cream. And I said, no, thank you, rather quickly. And then I thought, what? I really just turned down chocolate cake and ice cream. Like, that's my favorite. And it was just like this natural reaction. And in that moment, I was like, I didn't want the sugar, and I didn't want the cake, and I didn't want the ice cream, and like, what's going on here? And then I started thinking about my choices lately, and it just kind of gradually crept up on me. It wasn't like, all right, now I don't want any more sugar, and now I don't want any more carbs. It was like this gradual thing, these gradual changes in my choices and in the way I was feeling. And that's kind of how drinking ketones was for me. It wasn't like I drank them and all of a sudden life changed. It wasn't like that light bulb first day experience for me. So everybody's a little bit different, and there's no way to predict what ketones will do for you, but we do know that they work 100% of the time. We just don't know what that's going to look like inside of your body. So I first sought out to get them for free, and that meant I needed to find 2 people that would use my refer code and purchase ketones under my name. And that was my goal. And that happened rather quickly because people saw the changes that were happening in me. They saw me happier. They saw me with more energy. And that was a big deal because I had spent so many years just like holed up and not wanting to talk to anybody and super grumpy. And they saw like this big change in me. And they started asking what I was doing. And it didn't take long to find those 2 people. But what was the big impact for me and what really changed me was starting to see a change in the people that I was sharing the product with. When I started seeing them lose weight or change or like improve as a mom or improve in their job or just be happier, I wanted to share it more. And I wanted to share it further and with more people. And I started sharing it on social media, and I really wanted to impact more lives. And that's when I really felt like, all right, let's like do this whole promoter thing. Let's like talk on TikTok. Let's talk on Instagram. Let's just go all in here. And some of that was hard for me because I had spent years like avoiding any type of sales opportunity. People would say, hey, come to my Tupperware party, or will you do a Pampered Chef party, or will you sell my lipstick? I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want anything to do with that because that is super uncomfortable for me. So that was one of a big hesitation for me, but I had to overcome that because I had to care more about like changing somebody else's life than what somebody thought about me. And when I realized that this really isn't about selling anything, and it's more about sharing my experience and sharing how this product has impacted my life, then it was no big deal. All I had to do was say, hey, I'm drinking this and this is what's happening to me. When I realized that that's all this is, then I was all in. And that's really all this is just sharing with your family what you're doing. And they're going to ask, sharing with, putting up a few posts on social media. If you want to share on social media, you don't have to. There's all different kinds of ways to share this product, whether it's putting up a booth at the local business fair or whatever, or talking to people in the supermarket, or putting up a post on Facebook, or whatever. Everybody does this a little bit different, but the bottom line is it's about sharing the product and impacting people's lives and helping them become a better version of themselves. And that's the motto for our company, is just improving other people's lives. And that's what I like the best about sorry, my teenager's coming down the stairs and I have a little bit of attention deficit.
Did you hear the concrete block going across the floor? Jesus.
So anyways, you don't have to have any special skills. This isn't about, I have no experience in sales or network marketing or any type of anything like that. And nor do I really want to have that kind of experience. I'm just here sharing my story and sharing what I do and how this product has impacted me. And that's all this is. So
That's so good. So good. And I mean, just your testimony is so powerful. And one of the lines that we use just in my life is like, let your test be your testimony, right? And so you were conscious on what you didn't want to see happen inside of your social media or in your life. You didn't want to sell people, you didn't want to have all of these things, but then you saw what happened to you and then a handful of people. You're like, oh my gosh, the world needs this.
Yeah.
And that's the exact same thing that happened with me. Was like, once I felt the way that I felt, I was like, my mom needs this, Janice needs this, my guy Steve, I see him right here, needs this, like everyone I know needs this. And I knew that there was a business, but I didn't grasp it to begin with. I didn't care. I just knew that everybody needed to drink ketones. And so I made a list and I just dialed down it. And it was like, hey, you should try this. Here's what I've experienced. You want to give this a go? If I shot you over a video, would you watch it? The business is simple. And when you care about the world, the world will hear you. And how you choose to share with it is totally up to you, is what Amber just said. And right now, too, it's a really, really great time to get started and get going, because we have what's called our $1 Keto Club. And that $1 Keto Club, it's a dollar, which is really cool, plus product to get started with, just like a 7-Eleven, a Chick-fil-A, a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, a Kroger, Albertsons grocery store, whatever. You cannot open your doors to start a business or start sharing the goodness of what you have without product on hand. And so when you pick either that mini pack or that max pack, it allows for you to have some ketones in hand for you to either hand deliver, mail, do what we call a keto drive-by. However you get ketones into people's hands, it's available to you for that only for, well, it's 22% off right now, I actually think too.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start with the $1 Keto Club, then you save 22% off of 5 boxes or 10 boxes of our top flavors, or what we call our mainstays. So that option's available for you to get started. But not only when you join for $1 or even $49, if you don't get a pack, you get that. You get us. You get access to us. You get access to the community. We do these calls. We do a variety of Zooms throughout the month, throughout the week, every day. And you don't have to be at all of them. It just, we encourage you, like, depending on your goals, set your goals with our onboarding system. We have just an infallible onboarding system that helps you fill out just like a little worksheet that helps you better understand what you want out of this. You want to earn a few $100 in free product? Great. You have bigger vision, bigger goals than that? Great. We can match you with the skills and match you with the things that you need to attain those things. It's up to you to put them into action. It's up to you to go out and grow accordingly. So it's pretty phenomenal. So however you want to get started, what matters is you get started. First and foremost, get ketones, drink it, get your experience, and then just become a sharer like no tomorrow. Like, I remember when Lori started, she shared like no tomorrow. She was this spastic Bostonian woman, total masshole about it. Like, you're going to drink this and I don't care what you have to say. I was the same way, just a little bit more West Coastian about it. And we would do approach and, but we're good friends. She's got a huge heart, love her to death. So it's all safe words. These are all safe spaces. But I remember those days. And, most everybody on here, I remember when you started showing up. I remember when you got started. I remember when ketones impacted your life. And we've impacted, as a community, hundreds of thousands of people across this planet because each and every one of us said yes. So I implore you to consider, how do you want to work this? Do you want to just drink it, keep it to yourself? Do you want to drink it and share it with a few people? Do you want to drink it, earn rewards, be a part of the community? Come hang out with us. Come drink the Kool-Aid. There's no suicide packs. It just for the record, we don't have that kind of Kool-Aid. But there's value here for you if you want to pick it up, if you want to take it. And is there anything else that we need to cover?
I don't think so.
I don't think
we did everything.
Yeah, I think so too. We talked about system. We talked about getting started, talked about drinking your ketones. And I guess with that, from myself, again, here in, let's see, it's only 109 right now. It's cooled down.
Wow.
And we're so lucky. The weather gods heard her that it wants to be a little cooler. So from us in chilly Las Vegas, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, this is your call to action right now. Text the person that invited you to be here. Or if you've already been in the community, text someone that wasn't here and tell them that you were on and you missed them. And but if you're new, let's get you started. Let's get you rolling. And I cannot wait to see how better it shows up in your life. So until next time, again, my name is Carrie and you are
Amber Horn.
Amber Horn. And thank you so much. And we'll see you later. Bye.